Hey guys, it's RITE-HITE Rob. Today we're out here on Table Rock Lake and we're graphing up some points looking for some deeper fish. Today we're going to talk about finding them on our Garmin electronics using our maps versus our Downscan and side scan and traditional sonar, and then translating what we're seeing there into our live scope and being able to see them same fish that we're seeing on the Downscan and side scan on the live scope, and then being able to use boat position to better off point into the wind and then use our turret to find those fish a little bit easier. As you guys can see here, we're on a main lake channel swing point. A lot of people call this a bluff end point. It just sticks kind of out in the lake quite a ways. So what we're going to do is we're going to follow this point in the nose right here while looking at our Downscan and see if we find some fish. So you can see out here on the edge of this thing, we've got a bunch of standing timber. A lot of them fish like to sit around that stuff in the winter time, even during the other times to move in at that when it's time for them to get ready to feed. So you can see we got a pretty quick jump up there. We've got a little bit of bait setting out here on the main part of this point. So you can see here on the side scan, we've got a lot of it over. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on my down scan. So right here, you can see all those little dots there on the bottom, those are all fish. So we can see they're right there at the nose of that point, roughly about 10 to 12 foot, there's a good little school of them, and they're right there next to that bait feeding. So them fish are probably gonna stay close to the bottom, they've got bait in the area, and they're gonna be here for a little while. As you can see, the further out we get, the more these fish are coming suspended. They're becoming suspended due to the thermocline this time of the year. As you can see, it's roughly here about 20 to 21 foot. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stop. We're going to get our boat in the correct position. We're also going to hit pause here on our Garmin, click on those fish, and we're going to add a waypoint. So we're going to be looking for 910 when we get up there. That's going to allow us to be able to really look and see exactly where them fish are and pinpoint them exactly. So let's jump up on the front deck and get a look at them. All right, as you can see here, I've got us pretty close up here to the graph. So I've got us out here, we're spot locked on the end of this point, roughly about 40 to 50 foot away from the fish. That's where I like to set my boat at. A lot of people like that 50 to 60. I like the 40 because I can see them a lot better. My casts are a lot more accurate at 40 than 60. And I'm gonna put that bait in their spot in the first time. So go ahead and come up here a little closer. And what we'll do is we're on spot lock, so we can just kind of scan around and see here's this school of fish that what we found on that down scan. They're pretty apparent down here. So let's go ahead and let's back off, see if we can't catch us a fish.